So first of all, Marcus, thank you for the invite today. There's been some really interesting speakers, some interesting products. I'm just glad my wife's not here. She'd love the water urinal in my office with the video. Give me all the messages for all the work I have to do when I get home that night. I can see that being installed quite soon, actually. So today we're talking about lights for sport and go to green, two of our brand divisions of Orel E3. So Orel E3, it stands for Energy, Ecobuild and Enviro. Orel is a large corporation, 5,000 employees across the world, based out of Sri Lanka, which is most unusual. We've got a massive manufacturing organisation, manufacturing switches, lights, all sorts of electronic products. In the UK, we do projects, mostly focused on energy. And over the last 9 years, we've won 3 national awards, 2 Lux Awards for lighting, an infrastructure award, and we've saved our customers more than £15 million of electricity and energy. So energy is power, lighting. We do a lot of LED lighting, car parks, shopping malls, all sorts of facilities, sports facilities. We do solar power, we do battery storage. Ecobuild is renewable heating solutions we'll talk about later on with water and space heating. Enviro is focused on water and effluent treatment, so we're working with various food manufacturers, some of the big waste companies treating the effluent from the composting processes, and we work with some fish farms. So the 2 brands today, Lights for Sport is LED lighting for the best visual environments for energy saving, both external and internal lighting, and Go to Green is renewable energy. So Lights for Sport is a new brand we set up this year. It's been very successful so far. We have 4 different product ranges. External, so that's European manufactured or Dutch manufactured sports lights with advanced controls. Solar powered lighting, we've just done a recent job last year for Havant Borough Council using solar powered to do some Mugas. So a really clever solution, very sustainable. Indoor lighting, we've done a range of indoor activity lighting. Very precise lighting, all app controlled. And then Pacer 2 is brand new technology from Holland, which is for timing of laps around an athletics track, which I'll show you later as well. So LED lighting, sports lighting, it's changing at pace now. Traditionally it's halides, it's SONs, it's on, it's off, and that's it. There's no controls, the lights are switched on half an hour before the match to warm up, they're left on after the match. This is either at club level, professional clubs, sports clubs. The lights are on, they're switched off after the rugby training finishes, maybe half an hour afterwards. They're burning energy all the time. Light bulbs go quite often, so to actually change a light bulb, you have to climb a mast 12, 20 metres high. It's expensive, it's time consuming, there's a labour cost, there's the travel cost, the sustainability of a vehicle going out to actually just change a light bulb. It's quite amazing the cost of that. Just to change one light could be £2,000. So we have a Dutch lighting system, it's LED, class leading LED, it's the most efficient on the market. It's a patented design, it's modular, it's the lowest weight per kilowatt of light output. So what we do is we have the lights at the top, and down the bottom we have the electronics, the clever electronics. If anything ever goes wrong, it's electronics. So to get to the electronics, it's at ground level. It's really simple, really easy. The lights at the top, all computer controlled remotely. Also, they're very light. So the problem with most, if you go to a training football ground, training pitch for hockey, the old lights, they're quite heavy, but the new LED lights, the classic Philips type LED light, has a big baluster driver on the back of the light. They can be 40 kilograms. You can't put them on the existing columns. You can't get enough lights up there because of structural weight issues. So by taking the electronics, putting them at the bottom, lightweight modules at the top, we can retrofit any single light in the UK, and we haven't found one yet that we can't meet the structural requirements of the columns. So typical energy saving, 60%, and that's just straight with the LED. When you start playing with controls, it's a handheld device. I can switch the lights on, I can switch them on, off, I can dim them, I can go half pitch, full pitch. If it's a soccer night, I can put it on 40% and run at 200 lux level. If it's a hockey training night, maybe you want some more light, up to 300 lux. On match day, press a button, I got 500 lux. So I can play with that. The bar managers and the clubs, they love this. They sit there, they're dimming the lights. The football guys come out, they think they've got the best of light, and the guy in the bar is actually dimming the lights down. And nobody realises, but all of a sudden, instead of running at 40 kilowatts for one single pitch, I can be running that at 8 kilowatts. The footballers are really happy, the quality of the light is fantastic, but the energy saving is massive. So I mentioned also the remote control. It's all cloud-based. I can sit at home, switch the lights on, switch the lights off. If there's an issue, I get an alarm. Also, light spill. It's really important. Planning permission for getting new sports pitches. The impact of light and floodlights is massive, and particularly on football grounds as well. I'll show you an example later on. So the accuracy of the LED, we can point these, so every single light is aimed with a laser, a precise point on the pitch, so you get the best uniformity of light and no overspill lighting. Pacer 2, this is from the same Dutch manufacturer. It's a global patent. It's approved by Sepco's organisation. So basically it's a series of lights around the inside of the track, and it sets the lap speed. So it's either for world record pace setting, but also training clubs use it. So they have different programs, different colour lights for different people to run at a different pace. So Mo Farah would be one pace, and I'd be sort of way behind, running on the red lights. It's been recently been used at Greenwich Park in the MenCap charity run, very successful. The word is spreading around, so it's club level up to larger projects. So here we have Grimsby Town. Sorry to Forest Green Rovers, I know it's one of your competitors. So this is a project we did this summer. We got a call in May saying that Grimsby needed to upgrade the lighting to meet the Football League regulations, League 2, but they decided to go for the Championship standard. So Football League standard, League 2, they wanted to go up to 800 lux. So it's a massive jump in the quality and the qualitative amount of light on the pitch. At the moment they were running with 120 kilowatts to get to 300 lux. The new design, 88 kilowatts, and they're getting 800 lux. It's on dimming control. I can be running that, the old 300 lux, at sort of 40 kilowatts compared to 120 kilowatts, so a massive energy saving. Here's the program. The old masts were 34 meters high, the top was all rusted, and they were past best life really. They're second hand from Blackpool, who sold them to Wolverhampton, and in 1958 they were installed for Grimsby Town. So, working with the club, we came up with a plan to cut off the top section with the worst section of the rust. We built a new prefabricated platform, lighting platform. We installed it on top of the old platform, and in 4 days we did all 4 columns, and here we are, finished product, new lighting, meeting the requirements of the Championship, and again at a fingertip control, the guys in the stadium, the ground manager, the groundsman, they put the lights on, they can dim them, they can control them. After the match is finished, they can bring the light levels down, so safe standards, really good. It's fantastic lighting, and everyone's very happy with the project, and completed in 12 weeks from order. Okay, so that's lighting. Go to Green is another brand we set up in the last 12 months. So this is renewable heating, renewable energy, water saving, incorporating Marcus's products, LED lighting, and smart control. So we're going into clubs, sports clubs, and looking at what we can do for them to save energy, save water. I just picked 2 technologies today to talk about quickly. So heat pumps, we do heat pumps, solar and battery storage, infrared heating, water heating, we have the reflective paints and the LED. So heat pumps, probably everyone's hearing about heat pumps nowadays, mostly for residential. So a heat pump takes the heat from outside in large volume, condenses it into a small volume of heat. 1 kilowatt of electricity will give you 4 kilowatts of heat. So immediately you've got 25% saving in your heating bills. If you've got solar power, you can use that solar power to run the electricity in the motors in the outdoor unit. We use Samsung here as a Samsung heat pump. That will take the heat from outside and put it into the hot water tank to run space heating and run all the hot water in the building. So it's very, very efficient. There's a government scheme, the Renewable Heat Incentive, the RHI, that provides 20 years of incentive payments for approved technologies, and heat pumps, Samsung and others are approved technologies. So with that, you've got 20 years of guaranteed payments, just like the old solar feed-in tariff scheme, but this is for heating. It's also applicable for domestic homes with 7 years of payments. This is a different type of technology, thermodynamic water heating, and we like this for small sports clubs. It's basically a fridge in reverse, so it takes the heat from outside. It's like a solar panel. It's mounted on the wall or on the roof, either one or two panels. The refrigerant goes through the panel, collects the heat from outside. It collects the heat from the air, from the rain, even from snow. We can take heat from snow. The refrigerants go around at minus 20 degrees C. It dumps the heat into the water. So you have a hot water tank sat there waiting for use. So in a sports club, Saturday afternoon, everyone comes in, the rugby boys come in, everyone wants to use the showers. So instead of that water being gas heated and sat there all week at 55 degrees C waiting for use, we use nature to heat it. The recovery time for a 500 litre tank is 4 to 6 hours. We've got a backup immersion heater in there as well. So we can have 2 or 3 tanks and we can run all the hot water for bars, for showers, for the club, from small scale clubs up to large clubs. This is also applicable for households. So we see this as a great solution for clubs. Hot water on demand, running costs very, very low, and it's a sustainable solution. Talking only about Legionnaire, it also has a Legionnaire control, so once a week it'll heat it up to a certain temperature using the immersion heater. So you've got your guaranteed Legionnaire control. Okay, so we as RLE3, we're a project company, so we deliver a project by design. We have a range of product partners, and then we go and do the installation, test, commission, and after sales. So thank you for that. We're a proud sponsor of Hockey for Heroes, and be pleased to see you on our stand.